this video, we're just going to walk through working on a couple linear models and deciding, a couple models and deciding if the linear model or the exponential model models the data better. So the data is given in the graph. So, and we can see that, so like in 2011, private colleges and public colleges had these amounts. So those are the actual data values. And what we're going to do is estimate using two different models which one of these models reflects the data better. So when we're looking at these models, the f of x model is a linear model and the g of x model is an exponential model. We know f of x is a linear model because the x is to the first power and nothing else fancy is happening with it. And we know this is an exponential model because the x is in the exponent. So in part A, it asks us to look at the linear model. So we're going to be looking at this equation here, the f of x equation. And we're going to use that function to generate the output cost for 2013. Now when it comes to 2013, the other thing we have to take into account is that x is years after 2000. So if we're talking about 2013, that means an x value of 3, because 2013 is 3 years after 2010. So what we're going to do is take and plug 3 into our function. And when we do that, we just grind out the results using our handy dandy calculator, and that will give us the output that they're looking for. So that gives us 6,226. So we'll enter that in and move on to part B. Okay, in part B, it's going to ask us to do the exact same thing, except this time we're using the exponential model. The exponential model is going to be the g of x, which has the x in the exponent. And again, it's asking it for 2013, making 2010 our 0. That means we're plugging in a 3 into the model. And then once we get that plugged into our exponential model, it's just a matter of punching that out on our handy dandy calculator. Rounding that to the nearest dollar like it asks us to do tells us it's 5,918. So we'll enter that in and move on to part C. Okay, part C asks us to decide which one is better at modeling the data for 2013. And so to do that, what we're going to do is compare what we got for each one of these to what was provided in the actual raw data on the graph. This graph's a little hard to read because the numbers are offset, but the numbers that are for 2013 are these two. And I'm just deducing that because if we start with 2011, these have to go with it, and it's the next one. Okay, also, it tells us in the problem that the models they gave us are for 4-year public colleges. We have, on the graph, we have both public and private. But the green is the public, and so the number that we're comparing to is this guy right here. And so basically we want to know, does the first number, or the linear model, or the second number, the exponential model, come closer to the number in the graph? So we're just going to subtract each one of those to figure out the difference. So when I find the difference for the linear model, that's going to be a difference of 900. And when I find the difference for the exponential model, it's a difference of 592. So then I just mark that for my B and submit my answer, and I'm good to go. Hope this helps. Let me know if there's anything else that I can help break down for you.